Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. So I've just literally got off the chat with my new team. So I've taken up 5 people. I'm going to educate and teach how to trade. I'm hoping my goal with this is 6 months. So I've got a goal of 6 months to try and get these guys into taking their own trades and finding reasons why to take that trade and share their ideas with me. I'm gonna try and sort out a little clip just to show you guys what we went through, so you guys can understand as well what I'm trying to do here, and maybe you can come to me and ask me if you want to get involved, and I'll put your name down as soon as. So the first step is now just to get a little team together to help me grow the community, and then I'll start taking in more people. Mainly we went through what I'm going to be teaching them and that sort of side of it. It was just more of a break the ice type of Zoom call than anything else, so everyone knew each other, we can all, get on the same level basically. I'm also going to do my market analysis for next week, so I've had an incredible week. Finished with €3,500 profit, so 2%, 4%, it's about 7% of my account growth in 5 trading days. That was an incredible week I've had. I'm on 22 trades at the moment without 1 loss, so I'm expecting to hit some losses next week, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. I'm going to take you over to the charts, trying to keep this video nice and short, just so I can show you guys a little clip as well about the what I went through with the education, and so you guys can see who's involved as well. So what I'll do is I'll show you a clip for the video. Show you guys what's been going on and what I've been doing, and then from there we'll jump straight into the market analysis for next week, and hopefully guys I can make you some money with me for the week that's coming. I've got quite a few pairs, I think about 7 pairs lined up, so I'm trying to do this as quick as possible so we can get through that. So again guys, please give me a like, please subscribe, drop me a comment, tell me what you want me to do, tell me what you want to see happen, we can go from there. Thank you very much for watching so far, and hopefully guys I can give you something to work on.
Let me just try that out 14. So we're going to understand the chart and platform. So the platform I use personally is called TradingView. TradingView will basically give you every single trading instrument you need. If you want to do stocks, bonds, commodities, futures, or obviously what we're doing is Forex. So I'll send you a link of TradingView as well. There is a free version, so you don't need to pay for it. I pay for it personally just because it does have a little bit more features, but for you guys, just use the free version for now. Just get into the rhythm of it. If you think you want the premium version, then knock yourselves out. It doesn't matter to me. I don't make any money from it, and it's not really expensive. I think it's about 80 quid a year, or they do it for like £10 a month or something like that. So the charting platform, as I said, is going to be TradingView. That's what we're going to be using the most. Well, for the charting side of it. So you've got a trading platform where you would actually execute your trades, like MT4, MT5, C Trader. Personally, I use MT4, but that's only because I've never actually used MT5. So MT5 is basically the next one up. It's just been released earlier on last year, I think. And I don't really think it's got too much different features anyway, so I won't actually use it just yet. I'm just using MT4. It's very simple to use anyway. So the charting platform will be using TradingView. We'll then use MT4 to actually execute the trades. What I'll do is I'll also do a video on how to download MT4, how to execute a trade, so how you get in and out of an actual trade using your stop loss and take profit. We'll talk about brokers as well, so using a regulated broker against a non-regulated. As I said to you guys, I've already got a brokerage that we'll be using called IC Markets. They're completely regulated, they're safe. I've withdrawn money from them in the past, so that's who I will use. But if you guys want to use your own brokers, that's completely fine. The only thing is, when you're in a group, you get the exact same prices, you'll pay the same commission, you pay the same swap prices and so forth. I'll teach you how to manage your risk as well. So obviously with trading, when you're looking at a chart, it's easy to see when you think something will go up and when something will go down, okay? It's going to be, for you to be a profitable trader, you need to learn how to manage your risk more than anything else, So we'll have to, that will probably be one of the longest part of it all, is actually understanding the risk management. It's the hardest part in trading, in my opinion. So what type of trader you are? So there's a few different ways you can trade. Recently, because my account growth has been a lot more than it was, I've now changed my style to scalping. So a scalping trader is basically someone who'll get in the market and get back out in between 1 and 6 hours. They won't hold it for long periods of time. Before that, I was more of a swing trader. So I would get in a price of the market and I'll hold it for up to a week. As long as it will come to my take profit, I would follow down my stop loss. So every time it dropped, I'll put my stop loss further down. So, you know, I'll always end up in profit. I'll just trail the position down or up, depending on my position. And there's also day traders. Day traders are somebody who will get in the market and get back up before the market ends. So usually the market is open 5 days a week, 24 hours a day. But for us guys, the opening of the UK market is at 9 a.m. and then the closing will be 10 p.m. UK time. So the 10 p.m. will be when New Zealand starts. So the New Zealand market opens at that time, which then counts as a new day. So the market's not closing, it's just changing days. Does that make sense? So it's like, instead of it being midnight, it's 10 p.m. basically for a new day, okay? When that happens, if you're in a trade and it goes over the 10 p.m., you start paying a fee called swap. If you read my education thing I sent out, you would have seen it anyway. But basically a swap is just the brokerage fee for holding that position to a new day. But again, if you're going to follow me and you're happy just to scalp, get in and out of the market as quick as possible, take as much profit as you can within that period of time, you don't need to worry about swap fees, because I don't hold my positions overnight anymore. Okay. The other thing is, when you're holding your position overnight, your position's being left while you're sleeping. There's been times where I've woken up to good profit. There's been times when I've woken up to very, very bad losses, because obviously I'm not awake. It's the Asians that are, you know, the people in New Zealand and also Tokyo, stuff like that. They're the ones who are leading the markets then. Okay. So you don't really want to hold your positions for that kind of set of time. But anyway, when we go further down, I'll explain now what we're going to do. I'm going to be teaching you how to use fundamental analysis. So the fundamental analysis is actually using the news. I'll show you what I use to follow the news with. There's Forex Factory, which I've said before, which will actually give you a list of what's important and what's not. Okay, so you don't need to sit there behind a piece TV watching the news yourself. You know, you can use Forex Factory, wait for that period of time, and then you'll know that, oh, this news is coming up. I don't want to be in any positions. I want to get out, and you can do that. But there's also another thing that I use called CNBC. Everyone knows CNBC, and I'll show you what I do with CNBC. It's quite clever what I found out how to do. And it does come very beneficial. It came in benefit to me on Tuesday with a euro-dollar short. I think I had a euro-dollar short on at that moment in time. So it was very, very beneficial for me the other day, which I'll show you now. Technical analysis is basically how I will teach you how to read.
My earphones have just gone off. So technical analysis is how you read the markets, okay? You will know when you see something, see a section of price, and you'll say, right, I think this market's going to drop because I can see a double top, or I can see the momentum slowing down. That's what technical analysis is, okay? So you're not using any news. You're literally just looking at the charts, find a pattern that you want to get involved in, and then trading that pattern. Does that make sense? You all still with me?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, sweet. So that's a technical mindset coaching. So this is another big thing with trading, is mindset coaching. So obviously when you're going to take losses, that's something you'll always need to understand. Okay. As I said in one of my videos in the past, is that you will have to take a loss. You know, everyone does. If everyone's winning all the time, where's the money coming from, you know? So you need to understand that there is always going to be losses, and it's your mind that's going to accept them losses or not, okay? If you're getting all upset and cut up because you've lost some of your account or lost some of your money, then trading is going to be very, very difficult to understand. And there will be times, even when you're following me, me giving you my trades to you guys, there will be a time where you'll actually lose out on trades as well as I do, okay? I think I'm on 22 winning streak now. So I think I'm going to hit a few losses next week because I've just won so many that there's going to be a time where I will actually start losing again. And it's just making sure that I don't lose more than I've already gained. Okay. As I said, it's just your expense, just your business expenses. Okay. So that's the mindset side of it. The trade ideas. So as I said, I'm going to create a Telegram group. So I'll get all your numbers and we'll all start in a group. And basically what I'm going to do is every trade that I'm going to take, or every setup that I see, I'm going to say, right, this is what I can see, guys. I'm going to take a trade from this area. And then I'll say, well, I'm in the trade. This is my take profit. This is my stop loss. And then you guys can literally just copy the exact same figures into your own brokerage or your own platform. Okay. Hi guys, so just quickly, I'm hoping you've managed to have a little look at that clip of what we've been going through. That was only a little preview of what we're doing. It was a 45-minute call in the end, and we went through this price chart here, the pound dollar, GU cable, whatever you want to call it. There's lots and lots of different nicknames for it, but basically I'll go through what I went through on that video anyway, because I'm not sure about the clip. So here we are now. What we want to do is go through pound yen. So I went through, I took a trade here on this red candle around this area last week, and I managed to get around, I had 3 positions open, so worked out 130 pips, roughly 55-60 pips on each trade, because I got in at 3 different price levels. One price was here, then another 2 prices were back up here with the wicks, and I got out around here. The main reason was that on Friday, I didn't really want to hold it for 3 days, so I did miss out on these 3 candles. But you know, like I always say, don't be greedy, take your profits, get out of there, and just be happy with what you've made, as long as you've made a profit. So I've had an incredible week anyway. I'm not going to go through my trades, haven't got time, but next week I'm going to do a midweek video for my trading group as well, so I can show them guys what to look out for, and I'll give you guys a little peek into that as well, and we'll go through it all together, why I win, why I lose, and so on and so forth, because I'm not coming out here and say that I don't lose. I'm actually on 22 wins, as I said earlier, which is incredible for me, but I'm going to expect some losses next week, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. Hopefully I can keep going without any losses. Basically then, pound EU, what we're looking for, pound on the dollar. I got out, I didn't want to hold it, I don't want to hold it over the weekend and all the rest of it, but I am pretty confident that it'll drop. What I'm going to do now, I've taken that profit out. I finished with 600 euros exactly after fees on all 3. That was also really weird. I never ever get full round numbers, so that was strange. But I had 3 positions, got out with just over 1%. Very happy with that. What we're waiting for now is, you can see this little neckline here on the price. We can also see previously it was a nice level of structure, looking left on the hourly. If we go up to the daily, you'll see why I drew this major sell zone just quickly. So I took the sell from here because of these. So you can see the full bodies here. So the first line's at the full body, the other line's at the wick, and we waited for price to come back up to this sell zone and took a short. I drew this box to show the trading group what a momentum candle looks like, but we don't need that. So we can see here it's a very, very valid trade, very, very easy to follow. You can see a nice double top, and you can see the multiple rejections. It had to fall. I don't care what anyone says. I wasn't willing to put all my account on it, obviously, but I was very, very confident, so I did take 3 positions, but I did keep my risk at the same 1% on that, so it doesn't matter. You can take as many positions as you want with trades, guys. So if you didn't know about this, but if you just change your lot size, so for an example, my lots range from 1.5 to 2. I've just taken 3 positions at half lots. So I took one at 0.50, another one at 0.50, another one at 0.50. I'm still keeping my risk at 1.50 in between my lot sizes that I actually want to risk. So this is just a reminder, guys, just because you're taking multiple positions, it doesn't mean that you're taking multiple different risks, because as long as you're keeping your risk at the same, it's easier for you guys to take 3 positions at 30 pips to gain a 90 pip trade, rather than taking 1 trade at 90 pips and wait and wait and wait and wait. So that's what you call stacking. There is a lot of different information about that, so decide what you wish about that, but I just thought I'd give that out as free information. Anyway, GU, so what we're waiting for, we're going to wait for a little rejection. We're waiting for 2, always when you're doing analysis, you always want to give two possibilities. You can't just be 100% certain on one possibility. So what we're going to do is, I'm expecting my higher rate, so let's say 60% chance that it's going to drop below this blue line here, this little neckline, retest and keep down to the 127,650 area. This is what I want. I'm going to be looking for another sell on the momentum around here. So around this area, stop loss where it is now, go for a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. This is going to be nice, 100 pip trade, and that is what I will be looking out for. However, we might see that price massively rejects this area, and there is a saying in Forex, if you keep knocking, the door will eventually open. So we've hit this major sell zone multiple times over here. So if it does come back up to this area, there is a high chance it's going to break that sell zone and break higher. That will be unfortunate because it's going to take a long time for us to get into a trade on that. Anyway, let's go on to USD Chef. USD Chef, so I drew this area quite a while ago. We had a lovely double bottom here. I did miss out on this trade. Multiple rejects, got that momentum. I'm waiting for price maybe just to retest this blue area. That'll be nice. If we get another momentum from here, so we've already broken this area of structure, the previous high. So if we can get another momentum up, I will take a long trade, and I'll be looking for a long. Let me just see what we could be looking out for. We'll be looking out for a long around this area here, just above this wick, and we'll see if we can get a nice little long trade. Doesn't have to be for a long period of time, but if we can get a nice 30 pip trade, or even 20 pips will do me. I'm not really too fussy. As long as I can hit my 1% or even 0.5% on the trade, I'm happy. So we might be able to get a 20-25 pip trade on USD Chef. Waiting to see what happens. If what I'd probably do on this, because it's quite tight, I would actually rather trail my stop. So I'll take a trade. If it comes to this area, I'll put my stop loss to entry to make it risk free. See what happens at this price level here, because if you think about it, if it rejects again, at least I didn't lose any money. But if it breaks, you know, the possibility is a lot better and a lot more endless. So let's go up to AUD JPY, another trade here. So I set this up already, I didn't show the group this, but basically we have here is RSI divergence. So you can see that the price made low here, but the RSI made a high rather than a low. So we can see that the momentum is slowing down. You can see that it's actually worked already. We've got that rejection. So all I'm waiting for now is maybe a little retest of this structure, make a double bottom, and then look for a long opportunity from AUD JPY. So we'll be looking from what, between 76.150 and 76 around this area. We'll zoom in and take a 50-minute time frame trade at the time. I'll leave this little line. It's not really using as anything. It was just to show you the divergence. CAD JPY, then we've got the exact same thing. Price didn't make any new lows, no, but we have got the RSI making new highs. So, and you can see that this structure is massively strong. You can see that pin bar right here, where price literally pushed right down, and the bears pushed right down, and the bulls said no, not having it, and they pushed right back up. So what we want to see is, I don't really need it to come back to this area, but if we see a price close higher than these wicks, I might try and take a buy up to this area here, but I'll watch out especially for 76.650 is my major mark. Euro dollar then, so we're still waiting for it to come back to this major buy zone. You can see here it literally kissed it right here, and that was actually going to be a nice trade if I noticed it. If I actually got into that, look at this trade right back up to this place, over 100 pip trade right there, and it didn't take too long to get there either. So what I'm waiting for here now is I'm waiting for a break below this neckline here, this little bit of structure, and maybe try and take it down to the major buy zone. So it is going to be against the trend. So the trend is obviously very bullish. However, you can see it's quite moving sideways now, so we might see it just fall down a little bit here, make people think that the trend is changing, and then we might see it break another high next week. So the pound now, pound Aussie, we know the pound's quite weak now, but what I've done here on the hourly is I've drawn a flagship pattern, a flag pattern, whatever you want to call it, an ascending channel, triangle, whatever. There's loads of different words, but you can see here that, sorry, pulled up the RSI, I'm going to pull up the chart. You can see that how price is actually making higher lows up here, and I'm literally just going to wait for, let me just get a brush, where's my brush, here it is, just waiting for price just to squiggle right through here, and then we either break out and keep going, or from this area break down here and keep going. So we're going to be looking for one of these. Sorry, the hours aren't great, but you know, that's life. So we're just going to wait until price congests and then just finally breaks through this area. At the end of the day, the daily, let's go over to the day. Let's just see that the trend is obviously bearish, very bearish indeed. So this could just be the exhaustion phase, where price is just going to keep going and exhaust out of that overall trend, minor pullback or whatever you want to call it, and then it might fall right down. Let's go over to NZD CAD, and here we had a nice little double top. Let me just see, I think this trade I actually had open last week as well, but I think I had a problem with it where I was in drawdown for quite some time. It wasn't a massive amount of drawdown, it just took a little while. I think I was in drawdown for about 2 hours, and then just before the market closed, just before I turned the laptop off, I came out of it. I think it was NZD CAD. Let me just have a quick look. Why can I not see it? Yeah, it was NZD CAD. Let me go down to the 15 minute. It was this literally, I got into around here, I think it was. Just after this momentum, I wait for this candle to pull up a bit, and I got into an entry, so halfway through this red candle, and then literally just before the market closed, it just literally just dropped, and I managed to get right out of it. I think I got out break even. I think I made a minor profit on 6 pips, 6 euros even. I think it was literally like 0.2 pips, but after fees, I still came out of it. 1.2 pips, I came in profit. So after fees, it was literally like a 0.2 of a pip, but either way, I came out of it with a profit. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to have my win, you know, break even, whatever. I just didn't want to have a loss after that week. But I did go for around 2 hours of drawdown with it. Not major drawdowns, as I said, didn't hit my stop loss, but I wasn't willing to keep it open. Well, if I did, as you can see, if I kept it open past here, all it did was break anyway, so I did stay away from it in the end. So yeah, that's it, guys. What I'm waiting for now is I'm going to wait for price to come back down to this buy area here, and maybe get a nice rejection here, or even just try and keep it within this range. I might range for a little while between these two areas. If I go over to the daily, I think we're on a major sell zone up here, so if we can get a nice sell zone from this area here around this structure, you can see the wicks here, the bodies, and another higher wick is also involved. So if we can get rid of that, so I can move the charts. Why is it not letting me get rid of the pencil? I do not know. There we are. So yeah, I'm hoping that we'll come down to this green box here, and then maybe we'll try and get a trade up to the major sell zone and see if we can get a short opportunity here. If it does, you'll see that we'll actually have a very smooth double top here, and hopefully we'll have a little bit of divergence to show loss of momentum. If I go down to the hourly as an example, I don't want to take too long here, but you can see a double top here, RSI, divergence, so it should drop, but it has already started dropping, so I don't know, and you can see this massive wick rejection here, so I'm hoping we can get down to this green box for next week and try and get in a trade. So guys, I'm hoping that today's video has been beneficial to you. I'm hoping that the little trading clip that I've shown you was actually good and educational as well. I'm very excited, I'm very pumped to get going and try and help people make that all-important income leap, quit their jobs, do this full time with me, and just live the best life they can. That's what I'm hoping that we can all do, really, guys. So I'm going to keep doing my educational videos here, and I'm going to be doing a little bit more focused education with them guys, obviously. And hopefully, guys, drop me a message if you want to get involved. Send me a message if you want to find out more information about Forex. Send me a message if you just want to say hello. Don't you worry, I'll always reply. Drop me a like, drop me a comment, subscribe if you can. Thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful day.